Bit of a cloud. We are back. For everybody who just showed up, the recipe's in the chat. When I asked for simple, you said this is very simple. What made you choose and pick this recipe?
It's actually like very simple, as you said, and then it's a dessert. So, uh, if you're feeling like having something sweet, then it's easy to make, and it's very satisfying. I think you'll be making it more again and again if you make it once.
So is it you just can make it really quick, or can you make it and then store it for a long time also? Or
Not like a long time, but you can just store it in a fridge. I think next day it tastes much better than the
it tastes
when you
better the
make
next
it.
day.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah, you can
yep.
warm it up. You can have it as like a hot, putting like a hot dessert, or you can just chill it in a freeze and then you can have it cold. So both ways, it's really good.
Now tell me a little about semolina. Is this very common from Nepal? Is it very
Um,
easy to find?
it's pretty easy to find because it's wheat, so it's not that hard. Like whenever we have to make like a quick dessert or something, if somebody is coming to our house and we have to treat them something good food, then we add like semolina at the end, like halwa at the end as a good dessert. And we make it in our every occasions, traditions, pujas, worship prayers or something. So it's like our main dessert.
And do you normally eat it with a type of drink or something else, or is there no normal?
Um, Not really. You can have it as it is. Uh, we actually have it as it is. Sometimes we have it like a snack. If we are feeling like, oh, I want to eat something, grab something really quick. Sometimes people eat it as breakfast. You can have it with if you have like roti, bread, something like that. You can have it with that. It doesn't matter. It goes well with everything. Mhm.
All right, let's get cooking then.
Oh,
It says
that's fun.
semolina or cream of wheat, sugar, ghee, cardamom. Now, cardamom, I have both whole pods,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know,
Okay.
like
I
the
also have that
actual
too.
pod.
I also have the whole pod, so it's okay.
And then I also have powder. But
Both works, but I like to
oh,
use
it
the
smells so good. It's one of those that you smell it and you can taste it at the same time.
yes, it does.
And then any types of nuts or dried fruit. So,
Yes.
all right. And let's get cooking. I suppose we need to heat some hot water, yeah?
Yeah, we need water. Okay. Uh, Let me change mine. If we are using just a heads up, if we are using like dates or big something sweeter or dry fruits, we will be using a little bit less sugar because it is already sweet, so we don't want it to be like overpowered something. But if we
Yeah.
are not using something sweet nuts, then we can use sugar as much as we like. Yeah, just that's the heads up. Okay, I'll turn my camera to my cooking.
Now, how watery is this going to be? Very thick, so you put very little water?
No, you will need a lot of water for this. Uh, it's more like baking, I would say. So if the ingredients are like precise, it's easier to make. Um, I'll be using this for my semolina. I'll be making a cup of semolina. So you can adjust accordingly, like how much you're making and what to put, how much to put. Let's start. I have this pan. This is my iron pan. And what we can do is, because I'm making a cup of semolina, so we will need like 4 cups of water for that. And we will be boiling it separately. I have another pot ready to boil the water. So I will be using 4 cups of water. You can use any cups, like, but make sure that you're using same cups for water and semolina. That's the important part. Okay. 4 cups of water.
So heating 4 cups of water and 1
Yes.
cup of semolina.
Yeah, just put.
Now, is cream of wheat much different, do you think, than semolina? It cooks quicker, doesn't it?
I think it's similar. I think it's okay. It's similar. So I think it will be same amount of water for both. And 4. Okay. So that's 4 cup of water. So I'm not using any sweet dry fruits. That's why I'll be using the same cup. I'll be using 2 cups of sugar.
Let's see what I have in. This is my snack jar. It's about 50% fruits and 50% nuts. So.
So with sugar, you can use as much as you like, but because it's a dessert, so it's sweeter on the sides. So maybe I'll use almost 2 cups, not like full 2 cups, but almost 2 cups of sugar. And you just put it in the water and let it boil with water.
So I'm a little behind. Is it how many parts water to how many parts semolina?
1 cup of semolina, 4 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar. So
Thanks.
yeah, you just boil the sugar in water. That's it. We haven't yet started the semolina part.
Right now it's 4 cups of water, and then it just matters how sweet your fruit is, huh?
Okay. Yeah. My pot, like my pan is heated. Now we will take ghee and we'll use a cup of ghee for this.
Ooh, a whole cup.
Yeah, a cup of ghee.
Now, am I putting that in the same place, or?
No, you put it in a different pan. Like now we will roast semolina in the ghee. So make sure you, like, I have 2 different pots. In one pot, I'm boiling water. In another pan, I will be putting ghee and then roasting semolina.
All right.
So it's not yet a cup, so let me put a little more.
You're gonna have to make some more ghee. This is almost all my ghee.
You can put half a cup if you like, but with 1 cup, it's like phenomenal. We just put 1 cup, so
I'm
It's
just gonna
okay.
save just a little bit on the bottom of the jar for later.
Okay.
Oh wait, let me see. Maybe I have another jar. I could have sworn I made 2 jars, but I like using it for a lot of things. Yep, I have one more jar back here. Okay, so I can put more in. There's the bottom of the jar.
Cup of ghee, cup of semolina, full cup of semolina.
And the water, you're just trying to let it boil, or it's just barely cooked?
Yeah, just let it boil on the side here. And put the heat in the medium and let's start roasting. Don't waste it.
So I've got the water simmering. Should I put a lid on the water, or it doesn't matter?
No, just let it be. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. It just needs to boil, so it doesn't matter. Okay. If you can see it.
All right, so I got the water simmering, 4 cups of water simmering with 2 cups of sugar and 1
Yes.
cup of ghee in a different pan.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have.
am I supposed to put the semolina in, yeah?
Yeah, and then we roast it in the ghee.
So add the semolina to the, I don't wait until it is melted. I just put it in
Yeah, you
anytime.
can just put it in.
Okay, and then just,
I have saffron. That's why I'm using saffron a little bit in the water for coloring. But it's not like important at all. But if you have it, you can add rose water or saffron to it.
I think I've got rose water. Let's see. I've got orange water, rose water, and what's the other one? More orange water, so some rose water.
You can use rose
Just like
water.
a teaspoon?
Yes, you can put it at the end.
Okay,
Because
so
saffron takes time to release the color and the flavor. That's why I put it early. You can put it after.
okay, so
Yeah.
put the rose water at the end.
So I have a quick question. You threw out a bunch of spices that we can put in, but you're not saying put them all in, not the rose and the saffron. Do one or the other, or do
No. I mean, you can put it, I mean, you can just leave it because I had it in my hand. That's why I put it the saffron. If you have saffron, you can put saffron. If you have rose water, you can put rose water. But rose water will add at the end because you don't want to cook rose water right now.
Okay.
But do you put both in, or just one or the other?
One.
One or the other.
Okay.
Saffron or rose.
I kind of want to do the saffron. And how much saffron did you use?
I use like 7 or 8 strands.
Strings. Okay.
Yes, this could be really interesting. That's some saffron.
Meantime, I will be chopping some of the nuts I have. I have walnuts, I have cashews, and I have almonds.
I put a little less than a cup.
So I shouldn't put the whole thing in. I should chop them up, huh?
Yeah, chopping is better. So it just comes with every bite you take, so it's better.
Yeah, sure.
Don't mix these two together.
Of course.
Use this for the sugar water.
Now, do you normally just put nuts or always fruit?
Sorry?
You always
Oh.
add fruit to it, or just nuts are the normal?
Yeah.
Nuts, we need to roast them with semolina. So if you have nuts in hand,
What is it?
It's generally red. It's got a red spice.
and make sure you're like not forgetting about the semolina while chopping up the nuts.
Okay.
Because you don't want like burn semolina. Okay.
I noticed a lot of Asian foods, things are toasted, and I was thinking it's just a good way to add flavor with no cost.
Mm-hmm.
I like that idea. Actually, I think a lot of cultures would do that.
Yeah, dry fruits. We use dry fruits in almost all kind of desserts. I think we make like Eastern, like our kind of desserts. We have lots of dry fruits in them.
So you said put the nuts in with the
Yes.
semolina?
Yes.
So. And you're putting the nuts in with the semolina?
Yes.
And how many cups or what proportion of nuts?
I'm just putting like 10 almonds, 10 cashews, 5 walnuts, I guess. I mean, it's up to you. Whatever you like,
Okay.
you can put.
Lots of nuts. Nuts are good.
And you're just making them just big chunks or medium chunks or?
Just random chops.
Okay,
So that
got it.
it gets into your every bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a way of adding flavor and texture, I guess. Huh?
Yeah. And because I'm using whole cardamom pods, so I'll be opening them
yeah, I
and
need to
just
do that.
putting seeds.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
How many pods do you think?
I'm using around 15 pods.
Carry with
Or-
the knife.
Yeah, because that can quickly
You can
get too much.
You can use this seeds cover for tea in your tea or in your coffee, so you don't have to throw them out.
Okay, don't throw away the outside.
Yeah, the cover part.
Where's our cardamom?
Do you have any trick on opening them?
I'm using because it's very
And how many pods are you using?
around 15.
Okay. And it doesn't matter because I have green cardamom pods.
No, it
Does
doesn't
it
matter.
matter
If it's like bigger, you can use like 8 or 9 because mine are like pretty small. That's why I'm using 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the green ones too.
Then
It
maybe
says
8 or
fancy
9.
green pods. Ooh. But she said save the skin and you can add it to tea, huh?
Yes, put it in your tea or in your coffee.
And so these nuts are going in the ghee, the ghee.
Yes. Yeah, keep roasting, keep stirring your semolina. Do not forget. Otherwise, it will be burning from. Just
Now
put
go
your
ahead
heat
and-
in the medium.
Yeah, medium.
So you have about
Yeah, I
a
have
total
one.
cup of nuts or so?
Yeah, a cup of nuts. Yes. Cup of nuts, cup of semolina, cup of ghee.
That makes it easy to remember.
And 2 cups
Yeah.
of sugar, 4 cups of water.
Not so easy to remember.
But it's nice because
This
it's a
is-
ratio. You know, if
Yeah.
you double it or half it,
It's ratio.
if they give it to you in that.
Okay, I'm having a hard time getting these seeds out. All right. These are so teeny.
Keep stirring your semolina just in case.
You wanna do
Make
this
sure
on
it's
here?
not burning. But it will start to change color. You might smell like the roasted semolina by now, but it has to change a little bit of color.
This is the insides,
Yeah.
so that's about 3 so far.
You're trying to get, by it changing color, it changes taste a little bit, yeah?
Yeah. It will be a little bit golden color, and then we'll be adding water to this. So,
This is probably why ground cardamom is expensive.
So I don't add this to the sugar water.
no, we will be adding sugar water to this, but we need to first make sure that our semolina had changed color to golden. It's still white. It has to be a little bit golden, a little bit brownish.
Oh, yeah, is it?
Can I add the semolina to the water, or do I need to get a bigger pot?
No, you need to, let me see your pot. Okay.
I mean, the semolina is in a pot that I can't add water to it. It's too small.
Oh, you cannot? Okay, then you can add it into
Yeah.
the water. Okay.
So I can go from the semolina to the water,
Okay.
but not the other way.
Yeah,
But I
and
have
then
another
make sure-
pot if I need to. But
Chunk of that in your mouth, it may not be very.
Yeah.
do you?
Yeah, make sure yeah, because it will be very scary.
So that was, I think we need.
Well, that's true.
Well, it's 5 or 6.
I will turn the water down for a minute before I start dropping hot oil in it. These little cardamom
I have ground if we want to.
seeds, do I crush them now that I got them out of the pods, or?
No, we don't have to crush them. We'll just put it at the end. So just let it be.
Some of these are so small.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like, you can crush it, but it's okay if it's like a whole
Yeah.
cardamom seed.
Okay. Oh, I almost forgot to stir this. Yeah, now it's starting to turn color. I can smell it smelling a little burnt. Not burnt, brown. Not burnt, not burnt.
I mean, you've got 6 or 7 of them.
I'm still trying to get these seeds out of the pods. They're hard for me.
I just took them and put the pods on a cutting board and then with the flat side of the knife, smash it.
Oh,
I
that's really
did that, yeah.
It worked
And
nice.
some of them that worked, but some of these are so small
Mm.
it didn't work. But
I like
I think when they said fancy here, they meant a pain in the butt to open.
Yeah, but more fresh.
Pressure.
All right, I only have 2 more pods to open.
It's gonna be the same.
All right, I think my semolina is getting pretty toasted now. It's starting to get browner. And turn it down.
Yeah. Make sure it's not burned. Yeah, stir it
I think this is.
continuously.
Load this up.
All right, I'm so proud. I got all the.
If the water is already boiling, like if it's reached the boiling temperature, you can like close the heat and let it sit still in a gas stove. If it's still boiling, then let it boil. But if it has already been boiled, then it's okay. You can close
Yeah,
the
I
heat.
turned it down so then I won't be so scared to pour the hot oil into it.
Yeah, I'm still like worried about it.
Smells good, yeah.
Yeah, see, mine is the oil is turning kind of a dark brown now.
These little shells.
So I'm afraid if it cooks much more, it'll be burning. I'm turning mine
Okay,
down.
my water is almost done, so I just switched off the heat.
So we have to, he hasn't got anything with the fruit yet.
Now my semolina is changing color. It's becoming like very light golden, but I want it like very good golden color, like really gold
Just
color.
see how dark mine is? I think I should stop cooking it.
Oh, yeah, ours is dark. And
Oh,
yours, why is yours so dark? It's almost looks like gravy.
These induction cookers are super intense energy.
then you might want to put those into the water.
Okay.
And then mine looks way more soupy. Mine
It
looks
is
more,
It's kind of soupy. Yeah, it is soup.
and ours smells very coconutty because we use coconut instead of ghee. So there's the color of ours.
Here's mine.
Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah. But yeah, yours looks drier, Suzanne.
Yeah, because I guessed
You
on
used
some
to
of my proportions.
Okay, okay. So it's still darker, Chef Deepa, do we need to
No,
go
it's
dark?
good. It's good. Yeah, a little bit more
Little-
dark.
Okay.
Susan won't look much almost close, but we're still there.
Okay. So you're actually toasting the semolina gets a toasty flavor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna start switching over to the. So we can do raisins, dates. No, not that. That's the hybrid.
Yeah.
So I still have
And then-
to turn this one off.
Yeah, and then add them in.
I went ahead and mine's so dark. I went ahead and put it in all together. But you said you don't put the rose water until the very, very end.
Yeah. And or you might want to stir. I mean, you can start your heat and then stir it.
Once we put that in the water, we're gonna want to keep.
You might want to use a spatula rather than that little spoon.
Yeah. It might splat. Yeah.
Mine's very watery. So. When you say the spatula, you mean
Yeah,
this one, Fred?
yeah.
My smiley face.
Look at what the chef is using, if you can see.
Let me see.
So I've got it at a 2 out of 10, and it's like boiling at that temperature.
Yeah, and we need to boil that, like bring the water like really down. You can stir
Okay,
it
reduce it.
constantly, or you can close the lid and let it be for some time.
Trying to put the wrong one.
I mean, that's the
Okay.
amazing thing about
I
induction.
think
You see?
Susan, you can put water in
Yep.
your you did? Great.
I've already started. Yeah, I kind of stepped ahead.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I think Lulu, you might also go ahead and add water.
Now, do we add, so we put this into the water, right? We put this into
No,
there.
You put water
I
in
did it
this.
backwards because my
Yeah.
pot was the wrong
Water
size.
into here.
Is there any, because I can't, the water won't fit in my little fry pan. So can I, is there any
So I
reason why?
did the same thing. Be very, very careful.
Yeah, be very careful.
So you're saying I can do it though? No, 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 that's wet.
Mm.
Don't use that.
One point.
Yeah, you can do that.
Is anything wet when something's hot?
Yeah, pouring hot oil into hot water, into water is not a good plan.
Well, could I temper it and then go reverse?
I did it, so just be very careful, that's all.
Mix it when you pour it in, then I'll mix
Yeah,
it.
but you may want to step back.
Mm.
If you look how Deepa did it, she added the water to the,
See how it
And it
splashes,
was a-
so you have to be extra careful.
But my fry pan
it
is
was a
not
lot
big enough.
safer. Yeah, how she did it was a lot safer than what I did it and what you're doing, but
I know, so
Here's
I'm a
what it
little
is.
bit, hang on, let me think about this.
Just be
just
cautious.
next time,
Yeah, just be cautious.
Yep.
Let me just think
It'll
about
be
this.
It'll
Just-
be
just
okay.
let
We'll
me-
just do it.
next
first.
time I'll know, I'll have the bigger pot. The bigger pot will be the
Wait,
oil pot.
I have injured myself so many times.
So at this point, you can close the lid. Make sure your heat is on medium low,
Yeah.
not even in medium, like medium low. And make it, let it cook for like 5 minutes.
All right. And
Or this.
let's see, I still have the cardamom and the rose water to add.
No? Yeah.
So, actually, put the timer,
No.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Timer.
Now at this point we can sit and chit chat.
Keep this guy out.
Now, you said you prefer this
And I mix
the
this
next
one.
day.
Yeah, because the sugar,
Everyone.
the semolina, it absorbs all the sugar and then it will be like more sweeter. You know, like Indian dessert like jalebi. So it will have like similar kind of consistency if you have it on the next day.
And then,
Open the
then when you have it, I mean, you're having it cold, correct?
This
You
is,
never heat
sugar
it
water
back
is
up.
very hot, so it will
Right.
burn you.
I'll just keep slowly mixing it.
yeah, then
Yeah.
Yeah, slower. It doesn't-
Yeah.
But what I would do, just
Right.
put this down all the way and
Oh, yes.
push and
Go to the
get
bottom. Okay.
to the edges.
Yeah. Good.
But it
Bottom.
doesn't.
You think it tastes better hot or cold?
I like
Yes.
it warm, but cold is also like really good.
So if you eat it tomorrow, will you warm it back up or never, always cold?
Sometimes if I'm having it in a breakfast with something else, I'll warm it up. If I'm having with lunch, then maybe I won't. If I'm just snacking it, sometimes I might, sometimes I might not. So it works both ways. I mean, I like it both ways. Some people like it warm, some people like it cold. So it all depends upon you.
And is it always real thick? It's never liquidy, right?
It will be, yeah, it will be solid. It will be solid. I mean, it will eventually get solid.
Okay.
So
Like
I'll
a
go
sweet
back.
polenta.
Yeah. Let me show you how it looks now. It looks something like this. And yeah, be careful with your hand because it will be splatting a little bit here and there.
It's got that deep oil bubbles.
Yeah, just use a spatula and just stir it around.
Yeah, mine is really thin. I did the same balance. But you can see mine is very liquidy. So
It might be getting a little bit. It's getting
no,
better.
it's thickening now.
Yeah,
It was very, very thin, but now it's starting
Yeah,
to thicken. As
it gets
cooks.
better. So at this point, like it's thickening, right? You can add
Yeah.
rose water if you like at this point.
And a little goes a long
And
way.
then, do I add fruits now, or
Sorry?
do I add fruits to it now?
Fruits, if you had added in your water while cooking, like strawberries or raspberries or something.
I
you
meant
could-
like dried fruit.
Oh,
I was supposed to put it in with the nuts, right?
yeah. Now you can add it if you want to add like raisins, figs, dates. You can add it now. Add it now. It's done because it will be much hotter when it cools down. So it's really good consistency right now. See, it's
So I don't
at
have to
this.
keep cooking it. I can turn it off, and because the pot,
Yes.
it'll keep
Now
cooking
you
it.
can add your cardamom pods on this.
And then I got some fruit. I mean, dried nuts.
So the
Not
cardamom
dried
pods,
nuts, dried fruit.
okay, so the cardamom pods weren't supposed to go in with the ghee.
Oh, you already put it in?
Well, I
That's
put it in
okay.
with the ghee because that's what I thought you did.
I did
Oh.
too.
That,
Okay.
because you always roast your spices, so that's why I was thinking it went in there.
Yeah, we all put the
It's
cardamom.
okay, but at the end, I think it gives like much more aroma.
So my other
So how much
question,
rose water do you think I should add?
Not more than 1 teaspoon or tablespoon. Like, how much do you have it?
Okay.
Okay, 1 tablespoon. Yeah, that one.
I'm
One
gonna put
teaspoon.
half of it. Oh,
Okay.
no.
yeah, you could always add. So my other question
Oh my
now,
goodness.
since you're not, I have a question about the fruit. You weren't doing fruit. At what point, if you were doing fruit, where
Now.
would you, now while it's cooking?
Yeah.
And like the dates, just chop them up?
Yes, and just add it.
It's getting pretty thick.
Okay, I'm
I
getting,
guess hers is thick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's absorbed
She said we can
almost
add
all
water.
my.
Yeah.
Water. It did.
Where's the raisins?
All right.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, golden raisins.
So it's absorbed all the water, but there's still some oil floating on the top.
From
It hasn't
1
absorbed
cup,
all
it
the ghee.
expands like it will be like 4 cups or so.
You know how to break these guys.
So we can like close our.
Mine is a lot darker than yours. See, I cooked mine I think too long.
Oh,
More dates.
Oh, this looks really good.
Oh,
And it's getting nice and thick.
Do we want to add a
Like-
little bit of water? Because I kind of want the
But
dates and the
if you look at the ones on the, it's not as thick as hers yet. So
so it's going to get thicker. But you know, when we put these
we
in,
get thicker.
the
And
fruits
at this point,
are going to plump up.
I
And
just close the lid and let it sit for like 5 minutes
yeah.
or 10 minutes or how much longer you want to let it sit. So it doesn't matter.
yeah.
It will eventually
Especially
get
if you have a thick pan. I remember making cream of wheat like this, where we just bring it to a boil,
Yeah.
and then just put the lid on and forget it.
watch your scarf. And
And then it would come back and it would be just perfect.
step away for a second.
So, all right.
You can serve yourself if you are like willing to try it or if
Look
you
at
want
the
to. Like,
flowers my mother got me.
oh,
I want to take this
She
and
picked these from her front yard and gave them to me yesterday. They have, I was gonna say they have so much smell, but now the whole place smells like rose water. So the flowers don't have so much smell.
Nice because you can see the fruit and stuff in it.
But you don't think it needs any more than one thing? I think it's probably good.
All
Yeah.
right.
I hope it's good. It looks really good, and it's got a nice consistency. But
It's only gonna get thicker as it cools. I
So
mean,
does anybody have any questions? Because this was nice, quick and easy.
so is there any, so you just put it in a bowl and serve, okay.
Yeah, you can put a little bit of nuts if you like to garnish, like pistachio or something on top. It looks pretty good. Pretty. That's it. If you like it to serve it pretty. Yeah, that's it. It's done. Now you can have it warm. You can let it sit for some time and have it, or you can put it in the freeze and then have it tomorrow. It's much better tomorrow. I like it tomorrow, but people like it warm as well.
Okay.
You said you eat this for breakfast.
Yeah.
We tend to eat sweet cereal with milk in the U.S. Is this ever served in the morning with, some milk in it?
Yeah, you can add milk and eat it. Yeah, it will be good. I like it with milk as well. Yes, I do.
Okay. That just seems like a very common thing. I recently read a recipe to make pancakes. Instead of milk, you put orange juice in it.
Oh, wow.
They call it Florida pancakes.
that needs to
So,
cool off.
Flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I've done
sounds
that with
wrong.
apple juice
It'll
before.
kill your taste.
Yes.
Keep drinking hot coffee.
Well, it says
Oh, and you
put some
can't-
orange juice in it, and then you can add some banana in it and
Here, let me,
some papaya or some other type
Yeah.
of fruit, and then make yourself a pancake
Yeah.
that's orange flavored. Anyway, that's a separate. So, anybody have any final questions before we wrap up?
no, just thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It's like, Suzanne, are you already tasting yours?
Oh, heck yeah. Of course I am.
Can you
Tastes
tell us
yummy.
a little bit how your flavor is?
It tastes like raisins and stuff. I put raisins and almonds in mine. I did not put a lot of sugar in because I forgot the proportion at that point, so I went light.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I don't
it
really
tastes great.
like a lot of sugar, and I put the 2 cups,
Mhm.
and weirdly it doesn't taste very sweet. But I only took I just ate a half a tablespoon of it. I think if I sat down and ate like a whole bowl of it, I'd probably be overwhelmed. But
Yeah, it's a dessert, so you add a little bit.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's
If you're
not
making
the
it for like
texture-
breakfast, you'll put less sugar, I guess. But if you're having like a dessert, then you'll put more sugar.
cheese.
Sometimes you can make it like sugar-free without sugar. Just add a bunch of raisins and stuff. That will make it sweeter. Dates and raisins as well.
thank you.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, thank you.
all right. Any final questions, everybody?
None.
Any final words, Deepa?
Thank you.
Thank you for
It
sharing.
was fun. I came after a very long time, and it was fun making a dessert. Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
the